Support for this episode comes from Modern Football Technology. Modern Football Technology provides real-time opponent tendencies and self-scout while eliminating manual data entry into Huddle, DV Sport, and Exos. If you're tired of tools that are time-consuming to learn and perform inconsistently at best, then we recommend Modern Football for a fresh perspective. Schedule a demo today at teammofo.com to see a battle-tested tool that's proven to perform and deliver value. Mention Coach and Coordinator Podcast or use the coupon code CC10 to receive 10% off your first year. And listen to our recent episode featuring Folsom High School defensive coordinator Jordan Ersick to learn more about how the 2023 California State Champion uses modern football to dominate their opponents.
This is Michael Toerper, the head football coach of the Ithaca College Bombers.
This is John Tomlinson, offensive coordinator, quarterback coach for the Pittsburgh Maulers, and you're listening to the Coach and Coordinator Podcast. One thing that we've done that I thought we were very effective with actually each week, but I think it always helps when those lulls tend to happen, and that is a competition period, and we start practice with that competition period, and we just pick a different thing. It could be red zone, low red, high red, third down situation, and I think that helps set the focus for the day, because the offense doesn't want to come out and lose to the defense, nor does the defense want to come out and lose to the offense. So that's how we set the tone, start a practice, and I think that helps guys set their focus.
Midway through camp, day 7, 8, 9, somewhere in that area, your team might be experiencing some dead legs, but you certainly don't want to experience dead minds or dull spirits. It's easy to come out at the beginning of camp with a fire and energy behind a new season, but ultimately you hit that midpoint. Not quite the game day, but definitely past that initial wave of excitement. As coaches, it's just part of our jobs to keep that momentum going and find ways to bring energy. Today's coaches discuss exactly that. From competition-infused periods throughout practice to off-field messages and fun starts to meetings, there's plenty of ideas here to keep that energy flowing all the way to week 1. What you see on tape is a direct reflection of what you teach and how you teach. Video is important, but if you don't teach well, you're not going to like what you see on your video. First Down Playbook has been helping coaches teach better for 13 years. It allows you to present installs, playbooks, and practice cards in half the time with NFL quality. Coaching tools like video pairing, a player app, practice schedules, and wristband sheets have made First Down Playbook a program management system with everything in one place. If you're in a position of leadership with your football program, receive a free 1-week look at First Down Playbook. Call them at 512-814-6158 or visit them on their website or social media. Mention Coach and Coordinator Podcast or use the coupon code COACH24 to receive a $100 discount off the normal $700 First Down Playbook team membership price. Links and the phone number are in the show notes. We first hear from Michael Toerper, coming off an excellent first year as the head coach at Ithaca College. He shares his ideas for infusing competition into everything they do to keep the spirits high, build the bonds of team, and have fun. Let's listen to the great ideas from Coach Toerper.
So during camp, when we get into practice 8, 9, 10, we're fortunate to have a couple scrimmages throughout there against other opponents. But for our guys, we just don't give them the opportunity for that lull period. And whether that's going from a team period to a one-on-one compete period, just spicing it up every once in a while and throwing out an O-line, D-line, goal line one-on-one in the middle of practice, or a offensive, defensive lineman longest completion competition, just to keep guys excited and really keep them loose. And I think that's something that we've gone to. And another way that we just don't let a lull creep in is during our crossover individual periods, we're doing it a lot more like stations, where it's not just wide receiver DB 101s. There'll be a wide receiver DB release station, and there'll be a wide receiver DB mirror drill where it's focused on blocking. And then there's the actual one-on-ones as well. So guys are constantly rotating. There's not a lot of guys standing on the sideline. And I think that's just kind of the way that we try to fight that lull, is just to keep them moving.
Yeah, it's that pull of you want to get these guys into a routine as quickly as possible and have that routine reflect in some ways what the season is going to be like. But the reality of it is it is not the season yet. You're still going against your own defense quite a bit. There's not necessarily that focus quite there yet where you're 100% focused on an opponent. So it does require something to break that up and to keep things moving, because it is about the momentum. You think about the beginning of camp, man, there's always the excitement at the start of it. And then as the install, everything gets in, but it's still not game week. It does require something different. And I think those techniques help. Is there anything you do from the camp perspective, like outside of what you're doing on the field, to help that as well?
Yeah, I think every team meeting we started off with a competition. It could be something as simple as rock, paper, scissors, or we could connect an Xbox and they've got to play a 2-minute drill. And a guy from one position group picks another one of his teammates, and the guy from the defensive side, offensive side, they pick each other, and away they go. And it's in front of the team. It's a way to keep it light, keep it exciting, and they don't know what's coming for that first competition to begin the team meeting. So, as you go into those meetings, you ask any player that's ever been to a training camp, those meetings are the ones that start to drag on a little bit, because us as coaches, we got to make sure we cover everything. But to start it off with a little bit of fun and excitement and something that they don't know what's coming each night, for us, that's kind of the way we break it up and have fun throughout training camp. And also, that's part of the team bonding experience as well.
How do you guys come up with those ideas for those competitions and the things you're going to do in the meetings? Is it the staff? Are you getting input from the players? Where does it come from?
Yeah, our offensive line coach and our running backs coach, Drew Miller and Ben Johnson and myself, we actually met on it yesterday. We went through meeting by meeting. All right, what do we got for this one? Okay, it's a geography quiz. Great. What do we got for here? Okay, it's a situational football quiz. The next day, it could be something about, the name game. All the offensive linemen who are freshmen has to stand up, and the defensive back has to go point their names out, and then they get 2 points if they know where they're from. So, we go through it, and it's important to us so that it's well organized. That way our players, know what to expect and know that it's going to be something different every single night.
As coaches, we know that some of the biggest hurdles to our team's success can come from off the field. Your team needs support to tackle the endless list of expenses, uniforms, training equipment, travel, and more. But raising that money can feel like a full-time job. Thankfully, there's Vertical Raise. Vertical Raise is the premier online fundraising platform using innovative technology to create the easiest and most efficient system available. Raise more money in less time with a local fundraising coach who works with your team every step of the way to customize the ideal fundraiser. With options for online donations, digital discount cards, premium product sales, and even spirit shops, Vertical Raise has top-of-the-line solutions for every fundraising style. To find out more, visit verticalraise.com and we'll get you connected with an exclusive offer on your first fundraiser. We finished with Coach Tomlinson, offensive coordinator of the Pittsburgh Maulers in the USFL. Like Coach Toerper, he likes instilling competition into what they do. He keeps the focus and energy going for his offensive unit by sending them an email the night before, letting them know what the competition will be, adding a motivational quote, and at times when necessary, a motivational video that ties into his upcoming message or theme for the day. Let's take a listen.
One thing that we've done that I thought we were very effective with actually each week, but I think it always helps when those lulls tend to happen, and that is a competition period, and we start practice with that competition period, and we just pick a different thing. It could be red zone, low red, high red, third down situation, and I think that helps set the focus for the day, because the offense doesn't want to come out and lose to the defense, nor does the defense want to come out and lose to the offense. So that's how we set the tone, start a practice, and I think that helps guys set their focus. And obviously, what I do every day is send guys an email of what practice looks like the next day. They'll usually get the script, but I also let them know, hey, this is competition for tomorrow, so they can kind of get their mind wrapped around it a little bit, because that's what this game is all about. It's about competing. So you don't want to start a day flat, and if you can't compete, you don't need to be out there.
Yeah, I'm sure that effect of getting the guys that information, even though, hey, they're going to show up and do whatever you need them to, but trying to build that excitement. We said, especially if you're hitting a little bit of a lull. You know, the time midway through camp, I mean, you went through the excitement of it starting. Maybe you have some scrimmages, but the real thing's still a little bit off. It is a tougher time, especially as, you know, things heat up just with the weather. But I think that just sharing it the day before, sharing it with them in a message or text or whatever, will start to build that momentum you want going into practice, so they don't show up and move on the fly. They know exactly what's going to happen.
Exactly. And another thing that we try to do, and I realize when you're the coordinator, you're kind of you're the leader of the pack, the catalyst, so to speak. So every day we try to give a message for what the day should look like. And for me, it could be a quote. It also goes in that email. It could be a link to a video, and the video may have nothing to do with football, but the message of the video ties right into the theme. That helps our guys reset themselves. Now, that particular quote, that could be a daily deal. The video's not. And so, because sometimes things they become no longer authentic. Oh, here's the video again. Most guys probably won't look at it. So what we try to do is always try to come up with something for the moment. So if we do see a lull, that's when I'll send the video. Sometimes I might just share the video with my position group. So usually if I send something like that, the level of importance becomes a little higher. They pay attention to it. But typically they'll get some type of quote, and then if it's something special, because I'm vibing the moment and it's a lull, then it'll be a video, it'll be something creative. It might be a song, but something to just kind of shake them up.
Thank you for tuning in to our in-season episodes, which are shorter to fit your busy schedule, but still packed with ideas that you can use right now and throughout the season. Be sure to check our show notes for related episodes from both coaches, as well as resources on CoachTube. Follow all we're doing at coachingcoordinator.com, where you can see all of our episodes from the season, and sign up for our weekly newsletter, which also gives you a rundown of what is happening.